Hi, Namaste. My name is Hrvoje. I'm a French-Canadian psychotherapist, hypnotherapist, and my special field of interest and study is brainwashing and mind control by cults. I was also a member and a leader of the Hare Krishna movement from 1969 to about 1977. So today I would like to send a message to Mr. Marjanovic, who has many videos on YouTube praising Swami Bhaktivedanta and having a machine of propaganda to basically demonize all kinds of gurus within the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. First of all, I want to congratulate him for his ways to spread his message. He lives in a small place in Croatia. He was thrown out of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness for speaking out, and decided to use YouTube to get himself a website to fight back all the little gurus that claim to be pure representative of Swami Bhaktivedanta. And I could not agree more with him that the majority of the present little gurus in ISKCON are not only idiot, irresponsible, without any spiritual depth and values, but many of them are dangerous. Some of them are pedophiles, and they are causing great difficulties to thousands of people around the world who believe in them, who believe that their soul can become more enlightened by following those false gurus. Where I don't agree with Mr. Hanuman Das is that the origin of those gurus is the words of Swami Bhaktivedanta, and some of his words were absolutely stupid. Some of his quotes that are now appearing on the internet are absolutely scandalous. When I joined the Hare Krishna movement in 1969, there was only a few little books. We had no way to know the private conversations of Swami Bhaktivedanta. But now, many of those private conversations and quotes from his different books are on the internet for anyone to see. And some of the most shocking are about his view on women and rape. Dozens of quotes of Bhaktivedanta are there denigrating women, calling them less intelligent because they have a brain that is smaller than man. Is it the size, or is it the content of the brain that is more important? But nothing for me is more shocking than the quotes about rape, especially now that rape has become widespread in India. Even the government of India calling for the death penalty for rapists of children. In this regard, the word vikhyatam is very significant. A man is always famous for his aggression toward a beautiful woman, and such aggression is sometimes considered rape. Although rape is not legally allowed, it is a fact that a woman likes a man who is very expert at rape. Now, Srimad Bhagavatam 4:25-42. When a husbandless woman is attacked by an aggressive man, she take his action to be mercy. Srimad Bhagavatam 4:26-26. Generally, when a woman is attacked by a man, whether her husband or some other man, she enjoyed the attack because she is too lusty. Then he said in a conversation in 1975, yes, that is the law. Rape means without consent, sex. Otherwise, there is no rape. There was a rape case in Calcutta, and the lawyer was very intelligent. In some way or other, he made the woman admit, yes, I felt some happiness. So the man was released. That basically was consent, an admission of guilt by this woman. Because after all, sex, rape, or no rape, they will feel some pleasure. So the lawyer, by hook and by crook, made the woman agree, yes, I felt some pleasure. Now the lawyer got an admission of consent. So the man was released. So when you read those quotes and you see and you know the terrible consequences of rape, and by the way, there was a lot of rape of women in the Hare Krishna movement, of young girls in the schools of the Hare Krishna movement, and young boys, you wonder if these quotes were an encouragement to rape women and children. When you read those quotes, and there's quotes saying that the black people are an ugly race, that homosexuality is demoniac, that Adolf Hitler was a great student of the Bhagavad Gita, that the Jews were responsible for their fate because they were financing something else than the nation of Germany at the time. After reading all those quotes, and I'm going to put a link to those quotes under this video, how can you continue to worship Swami Bhaktivedanta? How can you continue to bow down to his picture? The disease of all the ISKCON guru has its origin in the teaching of Swami Bhaktivedanta. Maybe devotees that were there 40, 50 years ago, like me, had no possibility to know that Swami Bhaktivedanta was saying such terrible things. But as soon as you learn that he said such terrible things, why continue to worship him, bow down to him, serve him? If you do, then you should look into your own consciousness. Maybe you are brainwashed. Maybe you are under some sort of mind control by one of the little gurus of ISKCON that will tell you, oh no, that doesn't mean this. This doesn't mean that. This actually means this. And they just play with your mind and your emotions. It is not very complicated to brainwash someone and make him believe all kinds of terrible things. We have seen it in America, in Europe, in India, where cults take over the mind of disciple and they will do anything to serve the orders of the guru, even if the guru says absolutely stupid and illegal things. So I invite Mr. Marjanovic to look deeply into his own teaching. If he thinks that he can become Krishna conscious simply by reading the books of Bhaktivedanta, well, good luck. I was with Swami Bhaktivedanta a couple thousands hours in America, in India, in England, in Latin America. Now, Swami Bhaktivedanta has become like an icon. All the fanatical devotees of Krishna do not want to look at the terrible things he said and done. It was clear at the end of his life that the children in his schools have been terribly sexually abused. He knew about it and did absolutely nothing to help those kids physically, mentally, or psychologically. So, Mr. Hanuman Das, I invite you to look deeply in your belief before you point out the name of Indradyumna or Hridayananda or so many others that we know are just clowns and perverts going for money and fame, and in some way just wasting the time and energy of thousands of people. But I find you very entertaining, Mr. Hanuman Das. I've watched some of your videos talking how you should wear dhoti because Vishnu wear dhoti, or the 10 ways that you can lose your wife, or you are very funny in your own ways. Anyway, may God bless you. I'm not gonna make more videos about you, but you should please investigate your own belief system. Obviously, you've not investigated other traditions, Buddhism, Advaita, Sufism, Sikhism. I invite you to make a little more research. I'm going to leave you with a quote of the Buddha, because now I'm mainly a Buddhist. The Buddha said, don't believe anything just because a guru tell you so, or because this teacher or that teacher told you that it is so. Don't believe anything because it is written in some scriptures. Don't believe anything even if I tell you that it is so. Only believe when it is truly your experience, your realization in your own heart. Thank you very much.